You don't know, you damn well should know. My name is Ragreynolds, and I think I'm about to start hearing myself. Yep, let's pause that. There we go. Okay. Hello. You don't know, you damn well should know. Ragreynolds, and well, Ask Ragreynolds number 10 live. Now, I am saying Ask Ragreynolds, but this is just an excuse to live stream, I suppose. I will be interacting with the chat. I will be taking questions from the chat. I will answer pretty much everything I'm asked, although I'm fed up answering questions about Australia over and over, so I won't be answering the same things over and over again like I have in the past. As far as the whole Ask Reynolds thing, I am probably anytime I want to live stream, I'm probably going to do an make an edited Ask Rag Reynolds video. This is I think it the format, and it also gives me an excuse to live stream. So just as we're waiting for people to get in here, let me have a look at hello Kawaii girl. I'm here, Australia, Israel. That sounds like a very good ambition to have in your life. Hello, Air Asia. Hello, Krosif Stalin. What part of Scotland are you from? I'm from Stirling. I'm in central Scotland. If you don't know where that is, it's about just under an hour train ride from Edinburgh, which is the capital of Scotland. That gay. Very nice comment, look. Pardon me, get Stalin. I didn't think you were dead, Crow. Why would you be dead? I had no reason to think you'd be dead. Hello, Captain Ross, but please don't use those terrifying, terrible sins that are weeb face emote things. Please don't do that. Why do you think Australia isn't real? Say your name. I won't be answering that question. I have 26 videos on the subject. I will not be going over that yet again. If you want to know, then you go find out. Well, you know, Australians pee out of their balls. For those people, I guess normal human being, it's their bladder. Gone. I'm pretty good today, actually, and I'm about to pour myself a nice whiskey. So there, you see this? Oh, the smell of Lafroig is wonderful. Gift from the gods. God's gift to the earth. This is arguably the most potent whiskey of them all. I love it. Anytime I'm in the same room as my sister and I have a glass of this, she'll evacuate the room because it's a very strong, burning smell. People normally describe it as like burning tires and stuff like that. I've heard, but yeah, it's a lovely, lovely drink. It's as close to godly nectar as we'll ever get. Okay. Is there lag? Are you saying there's lag? Is that me? Is my connection bad? Okay. Well, fuck you then. That's nice, Elisha. Hi, hockey kids. Hi, Susie. Glad to see you here again. Australia gay. Wonderful. Okay. Equal Cosmos, is your real name actually Rag? No, my real name is not Rag. I go by Ragreynolds, but that's really it's taken parts of my whole name. My full name is Ryan Alexander Graham Reynolds. So R-A-G as in Rag, it's Ryan Alexander Graham. My last name is Reynolds. I tend to go by Rag Reynolds instead of Ryan Reynolds, which is my name, simply because I'm trying to disassociate myself from the actor, so there's less of a, oh, that's the guy who has the same name as the actor. I would rather avoid that conversation for the most part. I mean, that is a conversation I have quite a lot, and I'll tell a story about that in a second. chat to girls instead of listening to Rag. How dare you, corrosive? How can you go get girls instead? Or wait, are you saying you're doing? I don't know. Susie, lurking is bad. You should always be talking. Hello, don't get it twisted. I've not spoken to you in quite some time. We need to do a live stream sometime. I can come on your channel. I'll stream with you or something at some point, or you can come on mine, whatever. Cross Rag, would you have sex with a Belgian Kirby? I don't think I would have sex with a Kirby. I don't think it really matters if it's Belgian or not. So my answer is no. Your jokes are funny. Well, thank you, Luke Parmeter. But what jokes specifically are you talking about? I mean, you can't say every joke a person tells is funny. Thank you, Hockey Kid. I'm very happy to have just reached 3,000 subscribers. I just hit that today. It's insane because 7-8 weeks ago I had 1.3 thousand, and it took me years to get to that point. So it's insane that I've over doubled that in the last 8 weeks. Scud, hello, Dissension. Missed you too, Twisted. Missed you too. I think you're just mentally unstable. You should probably seek professional help. Lisha. I've sought out professional help for things before, and they all end badly. And I'm not going to explain why. Equal Cosmos. This is the first stream I've caught. Well, you're in luck. My streams are always a blast, and you should tune in more regularly. Hit that little bell icon so you never miss a thing. Hello, the hungry penguin boy. Sup, Rag, my man. Not much is up, other than this wonderful, wonderful whiskey. Kawaii girl, what is your favorite country? Oh, that's a tough one. I mean, I've not visited that many places, and I can't say my favorite country is a place that I haven't visited, I would say. So let me pull up. I actually have an app on my phone here. Where did it go? And basically what you can do is you can mark countries that you have visited and want to visit. So on the app, I have been to, well, the United States. And in the United States, I have been to Nevada and California, Florida, and New York. I have also been to Spain. I have been to Portugal. I have been to France. I have been to the Netherlands. I have been to Wales and England. And that's basically everywhere, every country I've been to, although I've been to a lot of those places several times. You're Australian. Oh, you're talking about the jokes, Luke? I don't know what jokes you're talking about in regards to Australia. I'm a very serious guy. I'm a goat. That's lovely, hungry penguin. Say, please don't fight Stalin. Stalin is a lovely man. By next year, you will have a mill. Hockey kid, hockey kid, hockey kid. I feel like that's some sort of thing I should say in a mirror. But hockey kid, the plan all along is, I've been saying it since early this year. In 2019, I will fight PewDiePie. Messi, Ronaldo. I know those are like football Americans there, but I really don't care about that sport. I think it's a stupid sport, and I also know nothing about it really, so I cannot answer your question. Rag, which countries do exist do you think are the worst? Personally, I'd say one of the third world Arab countries like Sudan or Syria. Well, I mean, I originally always thought Brazil was the worst country in the world. Then I heard about, I thought Australia was the worst country, and Brazil. Those two were always the worst. And then I found, Australia's not real. So then I started saying Brazil. I mean, there's a lot of bad places. I mean, Jordan's not a very good place. I agree. Syria aren't great places. They're probably up there. But yeah. Oh, and thank you, don't get it twisted, for your lovely, lovely donations. You said, you're funny. On a serious note, I only trust 2 YouTubers, and you're one of them. That's great to hear. Who's the other YouTuber that you trust? I'd love to know that. Is Ireland fake? I don't know. Maybe I'll have to make a video going over that, Kyle Forrest. I might need to do that. I have done is Scotland real video. I've done Australia. Is that real? So I'll find out. PewDiePie is irrelevant. Well, he will be after I'm done fighting with him, Paradoxian. Success comes with patience. I agree, AirAsia. Normally it does. patience and determination, and often a little bit of luck, although I don't think luck's a real thing. I think it's a lot of nonsense. It's something people say just to make themselves feel better. But yeah, I do agree. Mostly from hard work, determination, and patience. Equal Cosmos, you're the first person to say my name right on a stream. What's so hard about saying your name? I don't see what it is. So then Luke says, so then why do you say Australia fake if you've never been? Well, I tried to go. Have you seen my video? I went to Australia. It isn't real. I mean, I detailed the whole experience. Ireland is fake. I could believe that, Lisha. I really don't know. Or okay, goodbye, Stalin. I'm banning me for Snapchat. Terrible, you traitor. Jordan, okay. Ireland fake because how eats potatoes every day. Well, yeah, I might have to make a video, as I said, and I'll go into that, Kyle. You'll beat Pewds someday. Of course I will. If they're considered one of the best. How much coke do you sniff on a daily? You know, I've never tried coke. The only drug I've ever tried was marijuana, and I wasn't a big fan of it, honestly. I mean, I've nothing against it, but it wasn't for me. I stick to my wine and my whiskey and my port. Nosy Hossfrau. I don't know who that is, Twisted. I don't think I've ever heard of them. I'll have to have a look. Australia is one of the most safest countries in the world, dumb. Okay, but if Australia is that safe, then why do they supposedly have these spiders as big as birds and all these other poisonous animals? It's like the climate and the nature they're trying to just kill you, so it doesn't sound very safe to me. Hello, Scott. PewDiePie probably is training for this day, Paradoxian. He knows my name. You don't know. You essentially a warning to PewDiePie. It has been all along. It has been a warning. Message has gotten back to him. He knows that I'm coming for him. He's been training in his basement or his garage every single for the last 3 years or something, awaiting the day ragreynolds steps up and says his name. And I'm sure he will be ready, or thinks he's going to be ready, but he won't be. Hi, Orange Arcade. Please investigate the theory that the Earth is donut shape. I did do a flat Earth video, but I could do an extra video on that. I'll think about it. Stalin, glad to have you back, traitor. What made you think Australia isn't real? I'm not. I've answered that question a million times before. I have videos on it, so please, Orange Arcade, go check out my videos and my previous Q&A videos. What do you but I live in Australia, blah, blah, blah. Snapchat suck. Okay. Which of the conspiracy theories not fabricated by yourself do you believe in? I don't know. You'd have to name some conspiracy theories, and then I'd maybe be able to give you an opinion. But off the top of my head, I can't really say of any specific ones. I mean, I think one of the most ridiculous ones is like the moon landing. I think we've obviously been to the moon. I mean, I can't remember who said it. I feel like it was Neil deGrasse Tyson, even though I suppose he's not the greatest scientist ever or anything, but he once said, and he went into detail about how it would actually be harder to fake going to the moon than it would be to actually just go to the moon. So I'm pretty convinced that the moon landing is real for one. Very unsure about the 9/11 thing. I mean, it clearly did actually happen. It's just maybe the motivations behind it. Air Asia is the worst thing ever, blah, blah, blah. Why do you think Australia isn't real? I've already answered that. What about killer roos? Killer kangaroos, is that what you're talking about, Twisted? Because you're a pussy. Thanks, Lisha. 4K subs next week. I'd love that, Hockey Kid. I would love that. I have noticed that as my subscribers have gone up, reaching the next milestone has become much faster. It's much easier to hit the next milestone, which makes sense. It's like that snowballing effect. It's always like that with anything in life, I suppose. He commented on my Instagram post, Paradox, and that's the one I said caption this. I've got a post on Instagram if anyone's wondering what I'm talking about, and I posted a picture that is actually going to be part of the thumbnail for the video I'm posting tomorrow. But I said caption this. If you like the picture and you caption it, you have a chance of winning a free ebook of my second published book. My Instagram is @ragreynolds. I like your room. It looks cool. Thanks, Penguin Boy. Actually, a pretty good defense for Australia is that, unlike the USA, they don't have corrupt politicians. They only have pussy politicians. Not my words, by the way. That's pretty true, I suppose. I mean, honestly, I don't know enough about the Australian politics, so I can't really comment on that. Don't fuck with them if they want to fuck with you. Oh my god, you barely see those dangerous creatures because if we leave them alone, they leave us alone. Tell that to the spiders that end up in my room all the time. It's like, do I just leave the spider alone? It'll leave me alone. No, suddenly it's in my room and there are cobwebs all over the place. Or I look outside my window. I had mortar bees outside my bedroom window earlier this year. What, do I just leave them alone? No, of course you don't leave the fucking mortar bees alone. That's dangerous. Can you take a fat nut for us right now? No, I cannot. Peruse that Lisha. Okay. I do agree with a few of your Australia isn't real vids, like the Caratini conspiracy. I agree with your conspiracy. Okay. You're actually really smart. I believe you. I agree with that. I mean, temper clapped manager. I'm a smart guy. I've said that the whole time. I'm a truth talker. I tell things as they are. If I don't believe it, I don't say it. It's as simple as that. Investigate if Trump's hair is real or not. I mean, I think it's real, but it's certainly got a lot of treatment done to it. I don't know. I don't think I want to dedicate a whole video to that. The moon is actually a planet and it's made of cheese, but the government is lying to us by saying it's a barren, rocky wasteland. Could be legit. I know this by my 2,998 IQ brain. How much would you pay a game developer to make a game about steak? I wouldn't pay them at all. I don't want to pay a game developer to do anything, and maybe I'd pay them a little bit to make a video game based on ragreynolds, but about steak, I don't really know. I mean, I love steak, but I'm not going to pay a game developer for that. No Twitter. I do have a Twitter right now, Twisted, but because my last ones have been banned, I'm not really advertising in my videos just to keep it a bit more low profile before it gets banned again. But it is currently at notrag. I'm going to type that in the chat. Can you do a fat dab? Okay. And one the other way. Oh, there you go. You're welcome. Okay. What do you do with your YouTube money? You know, from ad revenue, I don't make that much. I've made more in the last month or two than I have in the last 5 years I've been on YouTube. So it's only been recently I've actually even got ad revenue. So I've not really done much with it. To be honest, I've not had that much. So I can't really say yet. I spent it on a few different things. You know, I actually just bought Red Dead Redemption, and I suppose a fair chunk of that YouTube money I just got, the ad revenue came from that. I do have a Patreon where people do donate on there. I do have some people who donate in PayPal as well, and I have people who get me money via buying my merchandise from my merch store. Links are all in the description below for those things. So I try and spend it sensibly. I'm not someone who throws my money about too wildly. I mean, I'll buy some nice whiskeys, some nice wines, some nice meats, some video games here and there, but for the most part, I try to be sensible with it. Is Pluto a planet or not? No, it's not, and everyone has to get over it. Whip, Nene, or Ion Sub. I don't know how is that? It's like what did I don't know what I just did, and I'm just going to move on from that. I don't know what it was. Yo, can you talk to you more deeply where you were for the 11 days? Okay, well, for 11 days, for a couple of days, I was just feeling a bit down for it at the start. I was a bit unmotivated. Then I was out of the country. I was in Spain for a few days. Not for it wasn't for pleasure or for business. Let's just leave it at that. But yeah, I was out of the country for a bit. Then I came back, had a couple more rest days because I was a bit exhausted, and then yeah, that was basically it. That was the 11 days up, and then I made another video. So, how do you feel that a lot of people only watch you to hate you? Does it get you down, or do you find it funny? You know, I can be very candid about this, and I will to a certain extent. At the moment, I am planning out my third book, and I've been doing that for a long time. I've been wanting to write a novel for a while, but I'm kind of putting that off because I've got such a bad attention span. I really struggle to just sit down and write a bloody novel. I've started 5 different novels in the last year, and I've done like 2 chapters of each of them, and they're all completely different things. It's very hard. But if I write a more non-fiction book, I can concentrate far easier, especially if it's about me. So I am planning on doing that sometime very soon, getting that started. And I'm going to be talking very candidly about absolutely everything, my intentions behind things. But regardless, to actually answer your question briefly from what you're talking about, no, I really don't. I don't care what people think. I don't care if people are bad or good or nasty or positive. I mean, I would rather have a negative comment than no comment. So, I mean, obviously, I would choose positive over negative. If I can choose between a fan and a hater, I'll take the fan every time. But if it's the choice between a hater or no viewer at all, I would take the hater every time. Every single time. I strongly believe in that old saying, all press is good press. Bad press is still good press because at least you're getting press. I strongly believe in that, and yeah, that's basically it. Especially, see, it comes to the Australia thing, and there's a lot of things going on there, and most people hate me over that. And the people who get it, they're the people I make videos for. The people who get what I'm doing there, the people who get what I'm saying, those are the people I make videos for. Those are the people that I pay attention to, and those are the people opinions I care about. The people who don't get it, the people who are coming on my videos, Australia, Israel, you're an idiot, go kill yourself. I'm going all this stuff. Those people just make me laugh because they don't get it. It doesn't affect me at all because I know they don't know what they're talking about, and that's that simple. I had a video today. I posted it on my Twitter. This young kid, he must have been like 14 or something, and he's got this video where he speaks for a minute, he plays my full 7 or 8 minute video, and then he speaks for another minute. Okay, so first off, it's bad enough that he just played the entire video with no cuts or comments in between. He just plays my entire video. I'm not into this whole false flagging thing or flagging at all, so I wouldn't flag it. The only way I would flag someone's video is maybe if they just uploaded the entire video with no other comment to it. Like if they didn't say anything, they just uploaded my full video, I'd be pretty annoyed with that. But if you're at least saying something, so it wasn't too big of a deal. But then at the end of the video, he says that if he knew me or he said he would like to get a rope and hang me. That is literally what this kid says, and I'm like, who touched you? I mean, what happened to you? I mean, really? This young kid is saying he wants to get a rope and hang me if he can find my neck. It was a bit dark for me. I mean, I can understand people screaming and saying they hate me or kill myself, but when you actually go in detail and say I want to hang you with a rope, I mean, that's a bit far. Okay, where was I? In the comments, where am I? Rag, I can't hide it. I think you should nut in Area Asia's tight butthole. He will like. I'm not going to nut in a minor's butthole, corrosive style, and I'm not even going to nut in a legal person's butthole. So you can get nutting in buttholes out of your vocabulary. Worst country in South America other than Brazil. Personally, I'd say Bolivia. They lost to fucking Paraguay. I really don't know. I don't know enough about either of those places. Geography is not my strong suit. I'll admit that. I mean, I know a lot about a certain handful of countries and places I'm interested in or whatever, but I don't know that much in general. Is Laserbeam's recent loss of subs because of your videos? I mean, I wouldn't think so, but who knows? I mean, I don't think I'm big enough of a channel to have any impact on Laserbeam. Is Mars real or just a protection to this guy by the government? You know, I think that's too complex of a question for me to just answer in this live stream without actually investigating it. So maybe that's something I'll have to look into in another video. You're still alive. I'd have thought the Australian mafia got to you. Of course not, Isabel. Of course not. You know who I am? I'm ragreynolds. They can send anybody they want. Just don't send anybody they want back. The Australian mafia. I'm not scared. Those blow dart. I fucked that quote up. I fucked that line up. Those blowhards with their blow darts don't scare me. I live in Australia. Am I a robot? And I never called anyone a robot or an actor. Is it true there's a planet partly made of diamonds? I don't know, but perhaps. Do you think our moon is made of cheese? I don't know. It could be. Is Mars real? I think so. Earth is partly made of diamonds. Okay. Were all the Australian soccer players... Oh, where did that go? Who participated in the 2018 FIFA World Cup drugged by the New Zealand government? Well, yeah, if they were apparently Australian, then yes. Katie Braun, yay. I don't know why you're saying yay. Is it for my live stream? If so, then yay. Paradoxian, would you consider yourself an objective researcher? I mean, I try to be objective and I try to do my best research, but everyone has biases, so I try not to hide my biases. But yeah, I consider myself a truth talker and a man of integrity, and I'll do whatever it takes to get the truth heard, and I'll also do whatever it takes to get my opinion heard. I'm a very opinionated person as well, so I'm also very stubborn. I'll admit that. But if I'm wrong and I know I'm wrong, I do think I'm good at admitting that. I do have multiple videos where I have dedicated an entire video to saying I was wrong in a certain situation. Just joined. Who's he talking about? I'm not talking about anyone specific, Nathan. I'm just answering questions. Like, yeah, you're right, Twisted. Some people don't understand when things are serious or not, especially on the internet. But it's whatever. You noob. Lovely. Kids are cruel. Kids are cruel. Kids are the worst. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know the LH Show channel. You're my favorite. You're here. Good to see you here, buddy. When are you coming back to YouTube? When can we collab? What happened to our rap battle we were gonna do? Just got back from Australia visiting fam that just moved there. I know Australia is real, but I still like your vids. Well, I'm glad you like my videos. I'm happy to hear that. Do you like Beyblades? You know, I was never a fan of Beyblades. I had like one when I was younger, but I used it like once or something. Laserbeam losing subs. Good. I hate Fortnite. His video was good, but his primary content is Fortnite, so that means Fortnite is dying. Yeah, I think Fortnite's one of those things that is maybe probably slowly dying at this point. I mean, things like that, there's always like a little fad, isn't there? There's always something. It's like fidget spinners. I mean, Fortnite's obviously gone longer than fidget spinners, but you get what I mean. Things come in and out of fashion. People move on to something else. It's made of Swiss cheese. I'm back, big mans. Glad to hear it, Lewis Harger. Believe that the Australia don't exist. We should collab, rag. Maybe we should, Orange Arcade. Send me a private message somewhere and we can discuss whatever you want to do. Actually, what regions of the world would you know about? Because I watch geography now. Sub to them on YouTube for geography-related content to be remotely specific. Okay. Honestly, I don't even know where I'd start. I really don't know where I'd start with that, AirAsia. I guess I know a decent amount about the UK. I know a lot, I guess, about Scotland specifically because I live in Scotland. I know a lot about the history of so-called Australia and New Zealand because I have looked into those places for researches for videos. I know a lot about America in general. I know a lot about a few different European countries. I don't know much about specific histories of a lot of Eastern countries, I would say. I mean, I maybe know a little bit about like Japan and China, but when you go into like the Middle East, I don't really know much about the histories of those places, I'd say. And also a lot of African countries, I'm not very well read on the history of a lot of places there. Jean-Luc Harry, is that how you say your name? I don't know. Hey Rag, I know most of your stuff is comedy based, but something I can't understand is all of the pictures of yourself. Do you just love yourself? Right, these pictures I have, if you go back on my channel, you can find where I actually first got them. I got a canvas over here, and I've got another one in front of me, and I got them in 2013 at the same, just after I wrote my first book and got that published, The Epitome of Perfection, Step-by-Step Guide to Being a Great Human Being. Right after I got that published, I was in this phase where I had this whole persona about I am God type thing. I have moved my personality, my persona on drastically from there. I mean, I still have a bit. I definitely have an ego and an overinflated sense of self-importance. Definitely, maybe a bit of a narcissist, but yeah, it came around that time. I had T-shirts with my face on it and my name on it. You couldn't buy them. It was just for me. I just had all these things and I would wear them around. And I got those canvases and I had phone cases with me on it. And, you know, it was just part of the whole thing after I released that first book and I went on that whole long promotion tour, I suppose it was. And that's where those came from. And I just had them up in my room and I really need to get updated ones. I should get updated ones. I like them for the backdrops in my videos as well. I think it adds a bit more character to the videos. Brianna, watch Daz react to you. I did. I've got a video responding to that. If you go and check on my channel, I have a whole video responding to him. Although, unless you're talking about a new video he's done or something. My political ideology. I identify mainly libertarian. I lean more conservative than I do liberal. I'm a bit more right wing. I'm not far right or anything. I'm like just right of center, I suppose, maybe a bit further. But I'm just financially conservative, really. I mean, I'm politically quite liberal. My philosophy tends to go that I think so long as you're not harming another person, you can do whatever you want, even if that means you're harming yourself. I think personal freedom is the thing that matters most above everything else. And if, so long as people can do what they want, if they're not harming other people, then I'm pretty happy. Rap for us about how Australia isn't real. Okay. I can't rap, but I'm going to try. And I need a beat. Let me try. Free rap beat. Here we go. Oh, fuck. Here we go. We're going to try it. Australia isn't real. Oh, Australia isn't real. Captain Cook apparently discovered the. I'm embarrassing myself. I'm embarrassing myself. I'm doing this. I've not even had much whiskey. But I hope that's good enough for you. What's your favorite book ever besides your own? I recently finished Jordan Peterson's 12 Rules to Life. That was a very good book, my favorite as of late. Other than that, I mean, I know it's a very cliche example, but 1984 by George Orwell is a very, very good book. Other than that, I honestly don't read very many books. I have a very bad attention span. Unless it's an audiobook, I can't read books really. I'm bad at it. I can't concentrate. Audiobooks work for me though, and I've only recently started listening to them. So I don't really have a favorite book. I don't really read them. I read articles. I listen to audiobooks. I listen to podcasts. I watch videos, but I can't sit down and read a book. I've just not got the attention span for it. Rag, can you say this Lithuanian word? Nebe Nailed it. Would you do gaming Discord? I mean, I don't really game on PC or anything. I don't have a PC anymore. And a few years ago, I got rid of my PC and I got a MacBook because I didn't really game on them. I game on my Xbox One and my PS4 when I want to game. I don't game on PC, but I do use Discord. I have a Discord server, link in the description down below. And I use my MacBook for editing my video, for writing books, and for just general things. But gaming isn't really something I do on PC or anything like that anymore. Hey, ragreynolds, how have you been, man? Pretty good for the most part. Most part, anyway. I have to head out. We'll DM you. Okay. Take care, you too, Twisted. Hope to hear from you soon. Can you shout this? Margaret is hot. That's what you're getting for the shout, corrosive. Durnius. That's lovely. I slept from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. yesterday. It's not 4 a.m. here, and I still feel like I can run 3 kilometers. Lovely. Rag, can we collab tomorrow? I don't know. I've got a video coming out tomorrow, but if you send me a message, we can work something out. You should do a 23andMe, and it turns out you're part Australia. What is a 23andMe? It sounds very familiar, but my mind is just blanking right now. I don't know what it is. Amazing, better than I am. I'm glad you liked my rap. Better than Nicki Minaj, definitely. Do you have a Smucker's Jam conspiracy theories? I don't know what a Smucker's Jam conspiracy theory is. Why not you try saying this Mexican word? Popocatépetl. Petal. I don't know. Glad to hear it, Brianna. I'm glad to hear you just watched me react to Daz. Goodbye, Penguin Boy. Oh, you live in Scotland? That's nice. I'm miraculous for life. Hockey kid, my guy. Popocatépetl. Okay, lovely. And I caught up on the chat. somehow. I didn't think I was ever going to catch up. I kept reading a comment and scrolling, and I was trying to respond, and the next thing I knew, the chat was all the way down here again, and I was like, fuck, I'm never going to reach there. But I reached the end of the chat, and I'm very proud of myself for managing to reach it. The UK is made of 4 countries: Wales, England, Scotland, and Northern Ireland are the UK. 4 countries. It's a common misconception, but Britain is the combination of Scotland, Wales, and England. Okay? The United Kingdom is those 3 plus Northern Ireland. We have our own votes, kind. I mean, we're all entitled to vote in the general election. There is a British Parliament in England, and there is a Scottish Parliament. I think there's a Welsh Parliament, but I'm not sure on that. But yeah, there's a Scottish Parliament, a British Parliament, and a Welsh Parliament, I think. And Scotland, anyway, we have control over certain things in Scotland, but for most things, it is Britain, the British Parliament, that rules over the full place. But yeah, we get to vote for Scottish Parliament, and we also vote for British Parliament in Scotland. I have a question. When you fly to Australia, you land in New Zealand. So what if you try to fly from Australia and New Zealand to the real New Zealand? Well, yeah, you would. If this theory is true, then what would happen is you would leave the fake part of New Zealand, which is where Australia apparently is, and you would move from there to just a different part of New Zealand, I would imagine. Can you see this Lithuanian word? Fortnite is cool. Fortnite is not cool. And no. Is Trump an Oompa Loompa? No, he's too tall to be an Oompa Loompa. The skin color's about right, though. Although he's not got the green hair. Didn't know you watched ragreynolds. Who are you talking to, hockey kid? Can you say anti-disestablishmentarianism? Yes, I can. So that's where the full name, the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. Yeah, it's like my passport says the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland. I think. Could you speak Scots? Well, Scot, that's Gaelic, but or Gaelic, however you want to say it. But no, I can't speak it. I don't know anyone who can. I'm drinking a lovely Lafroig. It's only 10 years aged, but Lafroig is my favorite Scotch whiskey. My favorite whiskey. It is the most potent of all the whiskies, arguably. It's a very strong smell and flavor, and I've almost finished this bottle. I need to get a new one. I'm looking at maybe buying a really good one at Christmas. We'll see. But I love whiskey. I have a port downstairs as well, but I'm trying not to drink that. It's a very nice port, and I've almost drank the whole bottle in only a few days. I wish I had some wine, but I've not been able to buy any. Rag, can you give me your Twitter? Okay, I'm going to write it in the chat. It is at not rag he, okay? Cats or dogs. I'm going to say dogs. I think dogs are far more pleasant creatures to be around, although cats fascinate me far more. And if I was living alone and had to choose an animal, it would be a cat, simply because they require far less attention and you don't have to look after them the same. But I do prefer dogs. Fact, Trump is a robot. Perhaps. Talking to Pamasi. Okay. Stalin, what are you saying? I can't read that. Can you do a Fortnite dance? I don't know what a Fortnite dance is, Miraculous Life. Can you tell me what a Fortnite dance is? Can you describe it to me and then maybe I'll try? I don't know. Fuck, I just realized it's Gaelic, not Scots language. No, I can't speak Gaelic at all. At all. I don't know anyone who can. I have known some people who have learned a few phrases or learned a little bit of it, but I don't know anyone who can actually speak it. Most places in Scotland, people don't speak it. You can go up north, maybe into the Highlands, and that's where you'll maybe find some people who speak it. For the most part, though, you will not find it. There are when you go to certain train stations and tourist places, though, you will have signs that say a word in English, and underneath it will say it in Gaelic. When did you start to believe that Australia doesn't exist? Was it before the trip, as many years ago, or as you were planning it? It was before. I only planned to go because I discovered it wasn't real, and I wanted to make sure. Can you say this Amharic saying? Inchubninye. What are you people talking about? You all right there, Rag? Yes, Ty, I am wonderful. How are you? I can't. Hey, Joseph Stalin, I can't read Muslim squiggle, okay? Paradoxing, will you ever collab with Michael McCrudden, the fact god? Who is Michael McCrudden? I've heard the name. Who is that? What's your favorite color? I like reds, like the wall behind me, and I also like deep purples and deep blues. They're my favorite colors. White wine or red wine. I started drinking white wine when I was about 16. So that's when I started drinking wine, and I always drank white. I didn't think I liked red. I always like a cool drink. But then I started getting heartburn problems, so I moved to red wine. It turned out it was just something to do with the fruits and the acid in the white wine, and red wine tends to be less acidic and it's a bit heavier. So I like full-bodied, some heavy red wines. If the description of the wine says about like plum and cherry flavors, it gets me every time. I love Italian red wines; are my favorite. I love a nice Amberoni or a Barolo or a Ripasso. Or even a Primitivo. I love those wines. Red Dead Redemption 2 is kicking Fortnite. I have it on in the background. I've been playing it for about an hour and a half before I started this stream, and when I finish the stream, I will go back to playing it. I just got it today. I've not played it very much because I've been busy all day. I've had it all day. I installed it, but I've not gotten around to playing it very much yet. A Fortnite. I'm glad to hear you're good, Ty. A Fortnite dance is a dance from the game Fortnite. Like, hey, I don't know. I've never seen a Fortnite dance. You need to describe it, how it happens. How's my night been, Ty? Pretty good. High energy stream, because my last video was very low energy, so I thought I would up the energy a bit, and tomorrow's video is a bit more low energy as well, so wanted a bit more energy in this stream, and then my video after tomorrow is going to have to be more high energy. Okay. Air Asia, what are you saying? Malay is cool, try saying this. Saya Nama ragreynolds, Dan Saya Mimbuat Film videos in what are you talking about? He's the guy behind Before They Were Famous. I know the Michael McCrudden guy. I remember now. I think iBlabber made a video on him. Is that the guy he made like all those dead videos or something? Or am I thinking of someone else? I don't know. Dead videos. That was a terrible description. Can find any fact on the internet. I'll have to look into him a bit more. Rag, I'm from a place in Lithuania that is known as the Scotland of Lithuania. We don't have Shrek there. Please explain that some more. Hey, Shrek is best. What are you talking about? Brianna, my favorite food, I love, if I have to just say my favorite all-around food, like all-purpose that I can use in any situation, I love storing away black pudding. English black pudding is disgusting and it's gross and no one should have to eat that. But Scottish black pudding in general is pretty good. Storing away black pudding from up a bit north in Scotland, fantastic product, and I eat it with everything. I'll eat it with anything. I love it. But if we're talking about favorite one item, not just in general, I'll use anywhere, one item, my favorite thing to eat is venison. I love venison, almost as close to that as lamb. I love lamb. My issue with lamb is it's too fatty for me in comparison to how much meat you get, whereas venison is so lean and it's amazing. I think the lamb flavor I probably actually prefer to the venison flavor, but I love how lean and how tender venison is. A lovely loin of venison. You can't beat it, especially nice and rare. How does one describe a Fortnite dance? I don't know. Well, you're gonna have to try. Rag will play games on this channel. Hockey Kid, I have another channel. I haven't posted to it in a long time, maybe like a year. It is called ryanragreynolds rather than just ragreynolds. So if you just put Ryan before ragreynolds, it has some gaming videos on there. It also has some movie and TV reviews. So go check that out if you want. I haven't posted to it for a while. I might sometime post to it. I don't know. Ty, the iNabber video. You mean the iBlabber video? Get it right, okay? The iBlabber video, I thought it was pretty entertaining. I thought I made a good point in it, but I can't really reveal too much without giving it away. So You're all just going to have to wait till tomorrow. It'll be out tomorrow, probably, I don't know, 8 o'clock my time, around that sort of time. That's when it'll be out. Or it's available on Patreon right now for if there's any of my few patrons that are watching this right now. Link in the description below. Lol, film is literally videos in Malay. Should have made it more clear. Daz Games. Shrek is Irish, isn't he? Shrek isn't Irish. What are you talking about? Where am I from? I'm from Scotland. I'm from Stirling. Critic. Does Australia exist? No. Do you agree with how the British set about colonising new lands everywhere by more death and destruction, invasions, and even the French? You know, it was probably a bad way to do things. Definitely, morally, it's not good at all. But I do think that in the long term, it's probably been beneficial for civilizing the entire world. Maybe that's a bit of a controversial thing to say, but I don't know. I've not thought about it very much, but I feel like it's nice. I feel like nice isn't. I take that back. I feel like it's. I feel like it's maybe been a beneficial thing for the world, even though it was a horrible thing. Baby deer. Well, not all venom. You don't just eat baby deer. I mean, you get all sorts of deer. What's your thoughts on Daz Black? I've only ever seen one Daz Black video, and it was the one he made about me. And I must say, it was very entertaining. Out of every video anyone has made about me, his is by far my favorite. I was laughing from start to finish. I couldn't stop laughing. I thought I was going to have a heart attack at one point. I thought I was going to cardiac arrest. I then sat down and rewatched the entire thing with my girlfriend, and she was laughing even harder than I was, and I laughed all the way through it again. It was a fantastic video, and then I watched it a third time as I was responding to it. Fantastic video. I don't know about his other content. Maybe I'd hate his other content. Maybe I only enjoyed it because it was about me, but that video certainly was entertaining, so I'll say he's an entertaining guy. Please bite my hand. There, I bit my hand. Ryan Reynolds, like the actor. Yeah, that's my name, Miraculous Life. You know, I have a story or two about that. I have a video on my channel called Banned from Facebook because my name is Ryan Reynolds. So if you want to know that story, you can go watch that video where I explain why I was banned for Facebook, literally just because my name is Ryan Reynolds. That is a lovely smell. But when I was at college in 2013, I went to a flat party one of the first days I was there, and a few of us had moved in a bit early. You could pay a bit extra to move in a month early. So there was a bunch of us who had moved in early, and there wasn't that many people. So we were kind of a bit more intimate gatherings going around. So we're posting on Facebook, who wants to meet up, who wants to have a little flat party. So we say okay, and we find this guy, and we go to his house, and his flat, and he opens the door, and he says, "Hi, my name's Will Smith." He's white, by the way, not black, but his name was genuinely Will Smith, and we were laughing about it. And he said, "What are your names?" And I went, "I'm Ryan Reynolds." And he almost didn't let me in. He thought I was taking the piss. He thought I was being nasty. I'm pretty sure he hates me still to this day over it. But I actually had to get out my ID and show him and prove to him that my name is Ryan Reynolds. So yeah, when I was in college, Ryan Reynolds and Will Smith were partying together. Got Snapchat. I do have Snapchat. It is ragreynolds. Most of my social media is ragreynolds. There are a few things that are Ryan ragreynolds, so it's just Ryan in front of it. Like on Xbox, I use Ryan ragreynolds. I think that's because I had like a ragreynolds and I forgot to log in years and years ago. I just recently made a Tik Tok account, and the exact same thing. I made that today, and I posted two videos, and yeah, that was Ryan ragreynolds as well. So feel free to check those out. But my Snapchat is ragreynolds. You did not see my nudes, Crosif Stalin. The closest thing you'll see to that is my Demi Lovato videos on my channel. Roblox nudes, okay. Do I support Louis the 16th? Should I know who he is? I mean, maybe I'm just brain dead right now. Maybe I'm just ignorant to this, but I feel like I should know who specifically he was. But my mind's just blanking me right now. I don't know what relevance he has. My theory is that a large companies pay actors or New Zealand people to sponsor companies like Unlisted Leave. Uh-huh. I am an Australian. No, you're not. Lewis did nothing wrong, okay? Louis, oh. Do a video on the Denver airport conspiracies, or you could do a what if video where it could be, what if Antarctica was colonizable? Those could actually work. I like those ideas, especially the Antarctica one. It's a bit interesting. Do you like Hamilton, an American musical? I've never seen it. Do you think the Earth is flat? I do not. I've got a video called "Is the Earth Flat?" You can go watch that to hear my full opinion on that. You and Dad should do a collab. I agree, Brianna. I said in my video response to him. I don't know if he saw it. I did say I would work with him at some point if he was up for it. Rag, can you do TikTok videos? Cause good girls like bad guys. Yeah, I'm a bad guy. I've always said I'm a bad guy. I don't try and be a good guy. I have 2 TikTok videos. You know what? I'm going to open them on my phone right now and just show you them. And if you like these 2 videos, then please go follow me on TikTok at ryanragreynolds and wait for new great content. So here we go. Oops. Play. This is what he heard. There ain't nobody here but us chicken. There ain't nobody here at all. So calm yourself and stop that fuss. There ain't nobody here but us. We chickens try. This is what. And the other one. Oh. There you go. That's my first 2 TikTok videos. They're probably not very good, but the first one especially amused me. So go follow that. Is the Earth flat or a donut? It's more likely a donut than flat. A cube. It could be a cube. I have said that before. No, you will turn into a titan if you bite your hand. Oh, I'm scrolled too far back now, aren't I? I need to scroll faster. I need to get back down. I was so proud of myself earlier for catching up with the chat. Minecraft proved the Earth is a cube. Okay, rectangle. What if Spain was actually good at maintaining their South American colonies? Then maybe they could actually be a productive place. Memes proved the Earth is a moth. Lovely. Louis XVI was the king of France. He got his head chopped off in the French. I thought French. That's what I was thinking. I thought he was French. But I don't really know anything about him. Okay, Rag, I'm gonna send you a private message. Okay, guys. Oh. Why are you redacting messages? Stop. Retracting messages. Delete TikTok, please. Wait, don't. Okay. Those videos. They're fantastic videos. My name on TikTok. I'm going to write it in the description. Sorry, that's my name on TikTok, okay? I'm actually going to add it to the video description. I'm going to put it... TikTok. There. TikTok is now in my video description. I will add it to my video defaults, and it will always be in my video descriptions from now on. Do you understand quantum physics? I mean, I'm not a quantum physicist. I mean, I've got an A in physics, but I mean, I'm someone who can. I'm very good at taking in information. If someone tells me something, I'm a fast learner. But I will admit there's a lot of things I don't know. If I either know something or I don't know it, you can ask me a question, and I won't pretend to know the answer if I don't. But you can ask me the question, and I will know or I won't know. And if I don't know, then I hope I can learn. I hope you can tell me what you think about it, and I hope I can learn things. I'm very good at soaking up information. Okay. That would have been what my guess was, Margaret. I would have guessed he was French, and I was going to guess about the French, maybe the French Revolution. I don't know. It did pass my mind a little bit, but I didn't know for sure. And the got killed thing. Now that you're saying it, it kind of jogs a little thing in my memory. Okay, I've heard of this. Noah Brink, and I'm not a paid actor or whatever. I never called anyone a paid actor. It says you have 3 fans. Is that one yours? Yes, Brianna. I've only got 3 fans on there. That is my TikTok. Orange Arcade. I will check out my Twitter after the stream. I am busy responding to chat at the moment. So calm down and I'll look at it later. Forever the region of Asia. So what's your name now then, Asia? Bum bum bum. Do you watch anime? No, I do not. Anime is trash. My girlfriend loves anime. I make fun of her all the time for it. There's a video on my channel. It's only like a minute long. Actually, it may only be 30 seconds long, and it's called Weep Killer. So please go check out that video, Weep Killer. It also has my girlfriend in it, and it's basically how to get rid of weeps. I won't say Asia as a continent because it's fused with Europe, so the continent is Eurasia. That's nice. I do have merch, Margaret. The link is in the description of all my videos. It's a Teespring link. You can go to teespring.com/stores/ragreynolds. As I said, the link is in the description. I will also just type it into the chat for you. teespring.com/stores. Oh, sorry, it's not /ragreynolds. I got that completely wrong. It's /. It's /medium rare. And that, why did that not link? I didn't put. There you go. Still not linking. Oh, there we go. It did link that time. Am I sad that Stephen Hawking passed away? Not really. I mean, for the most part, I really don't care about other celebrities. I mean, I might appreciate certain pieces of work they've done. Like I might appreciate what an actor's movies are or whatever. But for the most part, I don't really care. I mean, maybe if like an actor died when they were going to be in an upcoming project I was excited about, maybe then I'd be a bit disappointed. But honestly, I don't have any sort of connection with people who I don't know, if that makes sense. I mean, Kevin Spacey still is my favorite actor, I would say, but that really, really upset me when all those allegations against him came out, and it really pissed me off, that whole thing. So for me, that was almost like an actor dying, and I guess that, or a celebrity dying, and for me, that was maybe the closest I've ever experienced to some celebrity I really like dying, and that I actually cared about, because basically that was his career was over, and maybe my image of him completely changed as well. So, but yeah, I don't really care that much. I mean, Stephen Hawking did a lot of great things. He talked a lot of sense, but for the most part, I mean, I don't really care that he's dead. That may sound like a horrible thing to say, but I just don't. What's the container on the windowsill behind you? You know, it's supposed to be a dehumidifier. It's supposed to like take the humidity out of the air, but doesn't seem to work very well. F and jam for Stephen Hawking. Rag, have you ever met Harry Potter? No, I've not. I've never met Harry Potter. Okay, I'm gonna start wrapping things up, I think. Maybe another few minutes. I think we're at like 58 minutes or something. We're about to approach it. We're about to hit an hour anyway. Who's that one on my wall? That's me. That's me, Brianna. That's good old Rag Reynolds, and I've got another one in front of me on that wall. People need to stop texting me. Why am I so popular? Rag, do Scotland regional. You know, I'm not even that great at doing the accents. I mean, I can try. I mean, the best I can do is a Shrek impression. I can be like, uh, ogres are like onions. They have layers. I feel like that was bad. Donkeys don't have sleeves. That was that. I don't know if that was good or bad. I tried, and that's what matters. Harry, did you kill Voldemort? Poor Voldemort. Poor Voldemort. Oh. Rag, did you smash Emma Watson? No, I did not. Shrek is love, Shrek is life. Correct, Gaming Rules. Correct. What Harry Potter house are you in? You know, I don't know. I feel like I would just want to say Slytherin because I just like the idea of being bad. So yeah, my answer is Slytherin. There you go. What you want to Orange Arcade, right. If you want to collab with me, you need to come up with the idea. The collab is your idea. You want to collab with me, so you come up with something and then come back to me. Okay? But I'm not just gonna. You can't say you want to collab and then I'll say, okay, I'll do you this favor and collab with you. And then you say, well, what do you want to collab about? Okay, but it's you who wanted to collab with me. You need to come up with whatever you want to do. You need to come to me with something. I don't know who you are. I mean, I'm being very nice right now, and I'm saying, okay, I'll do you a favor and I'll collab with you. So you need to come up with something and send me a message. Do you I don't. I will never forget the time I was in an English. I was at an English essay and I misspelled Harry Potter as Harry Potter. It haunts me, man. Lovely. Follow me back. 420. What's that on, Margaret? Is that Twitter? Is that Instagram? Is that TikTok? Is that Snapchat? What is me back 420? Is that your weed managing game username or something? And like I don't know what that is. Are you a tomato? I hate tomatoes, you know. I'm a fussy eater and I don't eat anything with tomato in it. I don't eat anything with cheese in it. Okay? Rag, do you Leviosa? No. Do you really think Australia isn't real? I've made that perfectly clear and I'm not going to go over it again. Let's play Roblox. Why do you want me to play Roblox? And I've no interest in Roblox. All you see on Roblox are 8-year-olds and pedophiles. And corrosive styling, of course. You're such a dumb pass. I mean, if you're going to call me a dumbass, at least spell dumbass right. You know, those are my favorite comments when people are saying how stupid I am. And they write out a whole essay and it's just filled with grammar and spelling mistakes. Like, you're calling me stupid, but you can't even write a coherent comment. Like, fuck off. Fuck off. Do you like Vladimir Putin? I mean, I think he's a pretty reprehensible human being. But I do have a bit of respect for him in the sense that I think he is incredibly smart, incredibly conniving, very cunning. I have respect for how smart he is. I do think he's very smart, but I think he's a bad man. Pedophiles. Okay. Except raw oysters, they suck. And Margaret, you never said what's Maybach or Maybach 420? What is that? Why are we following Maybach? I'm not a zoophile, but I love you. Lovely. What do you think of the YouTuber Laserbeam? I have made a couple of videos about Laserbeam, so feel free to go watch those. But I'm not a fan really. I mean, out of all the people who made videos about me, I didn't think his was that entertaining. He made a couple of maybe funny lines or whatever, but it wasn't that good. He was the first to do it though. He was the first bigger YouTuber to make a video about me. So I'll give him props for being first to do it. Although he didn't say my name in the video. Didn't say my name, and that really pissed me off. You know, if you're going to make a video on someone or whatever, you're going to talk shit about them, at least have the decency to say their name in your video so that they can get some benefit from that, so that they can get some attention. You have a channel where other than Fortnite videos, you're reacting to other people's videos and such. So if you're going to react to other people's videos and you're not making your own content, you're not creating your own original stuff, at least give the person some credit. At least give the person who you're taking the content from some credit for what they've done, for what they've put up online, instead of just pretending like you're doing something so great. I mean, I'm not trying to have a go at the guy, but it just really annoys me if people don't actually give credit or say who the person is. I mean, I'm very specific. I mean, when I read someone's comment in the chat, I try my best to, at least the first time when I read their comment, I try and say their name. I acknowledge them, or if I'm talking about, I like to give people credit for what they're doing, and I think it's only fair, whether they're a small YouTuber or a big YouTuber. And I agree, some people might have say, oh, but he doesn't want his fans to go hate the person. Okay, but just because you tell someone their names, you can also say, don't send this person to hate. I mean, if you're not, it's people's individual choice. If someone wants to hate someone, then they're going to do it regardless. I mean, I just think it annoys me. Where was I? Probs doesn't like Australia. I don't really eat seafood. I like lobster. I like calamari. I like crayfish. I recently tried halibut. I recently tried sea bass, but those are the only fish I've tried. Right, can you show us your sex dolls? I don't have sex dolls. My favorite movie, this is a really crappy answer, but I don't have a favorite movie. I have favorite TV shows. I can answer those questions, but I don't have a favorite movie. I watch a lot of movies, but I don't have a favorite. My favorite website, though, there is this website I am a VIP member of. It's called tracked.tv, and on this website, I do encourage everyone to join. I'm not sponsored by them, but if you go to that link I just posted, that's my account. You can follow me on there, and basically what you do is you can track every single movie and TV show you've watched. You can add what you've watched. It tells you how long you have spent watching things. You can create a list of things you want to watch. It tells you where you can watch those things. You can add things like if you've got a physical copy of a DVD or whatever, you can add those as well. It's also very good for managing, like, oh, what shows do I have that are coming back on this week or whatever. You can use the calendars and it tells you what your schedule is for this week, what shows you've got to watch or what movies are coming out. So I use it nonstop, very obsessively. It's my favorite website. Has been for a couple of years now, so I do recommend everyone check out tracked.tv. TRAKT.tv. Put a link in the comments. Can you react to Maybacho Serena? I don't know what that is. Australian prawn. Where do you shop? Where was it? Where do you shop clothing? Nowhere specific, really. I mean, most of the t-shirts I get these days, I try and use my own merch store just because they look good in videos and whatever, and because just self-promoting and I like it, and I try and use the best materials, try and be comfortable. But my style in the last sort of 6 to 8 months has vastly changed. I used to always just wear jogging bottoms, jeans, and t-shirts type thing. The last 6 to 8 months, anytime I leave the house now, I'm wearing shirts and I'm wearing suits every single time. I'm either the least dressed person in the room or I'm the most dressed person in the room. I used to always be the least dressed. I would go to weddings, I would go to every event underdressed entirely. Whereas now I go overdressed. Even if I'm just going to McDonald's, I'm walking in there in a suit every single time, or even if it's a waistcoat and trousers, I'm always very, very well dressed if I go out these days. Unless I'm maybe wearing medium rare, which is also a fantastic piece of clothing. For being a contested continental country, Australia has some great seafood. Scotland has great seafood. It does. Who wants to join? What is that Russian phrase? I was learning Russian earlier this year, but I gave up because I got bored. I learned the alphabet. I learned how to pronounce certain things. The extent of what I got through. I got through a few phrases and can identify a few words. Who wants to go to the State Security Committee? Who wants to join the State Security Committee? Why are you asking that? That's a bit random. Rag, show your search history. It's honestly not all that exciting. My search history consists of some YouTube stuff, some social media stuff, some video game stuff, movie stuff, TV stuff, maybe some politics and articles, but that's honestly about it. Have fucking barbecue prawns in some areas, blah blah blah. Okay, Margaret. Take me. Play Fortnite. Maybach is the Emperor of Lithuania. Ah. What are your thoughts on Cardi B and Nicki drama? I don't know anything about it. I've heard some things, but I really don't know enough to have an opinion. Is K-pop a good music genre in your opinion? I've heard like two K-pop. I've heard like two K-pop. Why can't I say this sentence? I have heard like two K-pop songs in my life, and I wouldn't say I was a fan. No. Yo, Rag, I used to hate you, but I like you now. What changed your mind, Orange Arcade? Please, I'd love to hear. Do you drink vodka alone, or do you drink it with someone else? I don't drink vodka. I drink wine. I drink port. I drink whiskey. That's pretty much it. He takes shots alone. Doesn't have friends. No, I don't take shots. I drink whiskey, or I drink wine, or I drink port. And I try not to drink in the house too much. I drink 3 times a week usually. Although I have been drinking a bit more than that recently. But normally I drink 3 times a week. I drink on a Wednesday, I drink on a Friday, and I drink on a Sunday, because those are the days I usually go out. And if I don't go out on those days, then I end up drinking in the house. That's usually how it goes. And normally when I say drink, what I do is I drink a bottle of wine, and then I have a whiskey or a port afterwards, and that's usually what I have. Maybe a bit extra of wine, or a bit extra port, or a bit extra whiskey, but normally it's a bottle of wine plus one other thing. On 5,000 subs, shave your head. I mean, I've shaved my head. I've never shaved it like bald, but I've been down to the lowest, like no guard on the thing loads of times. If you just go back a few weeks worth of videos, I mean, you can probably find those videos where it's much shorter. I always speak the truth. Anyway, Scotland is really meh, but their style of crayfish is amazing with salt and chilies. Are you talking about Scottish seafood, or are you just talking about Scotland in general? Why would I be your friend, Tomato? You were very mean to me a few seconds ago. No TV, don't turn off in a few seconds. Scottish seafood, okay. Scottish beef is fantastic. Scottish beef, Scottish game, just Scottish meats in general. Scottish strawberries, Scottish whiskies. No, I'm not an alcoholic. I never drink 2 days in a row. That's a rule I live by. Never 2 days in a row. Yes, miraculous life. Yes. How was your fave? Do you mean who? My favorite was Kevin Spacey until it turned out he was like a child molester. So I was, as I said earlier, very disappointed about that. But yeah, I still love his acting. It's fantastic. House of Cards on Netflix, my favorite TV show. I'm in the process of rewatching it for a 6th time before the final season comes out. So yeah, it was. There you go. I'm not going to be drunk as fuck. I'm not drinking that much. I'm only drinking whiskey. I would never drink enough whiskey to get drunk. I mean, whiskey for me, it's like an after dinner drink, or it's like a late night drink. It's like a little drink I'll have at the end of the day. I wouldn't sit there and drink whiskey to get drunk. The one thing I love, the way I love, as of late, I love whiskey cocktails. Like I love an old fashioned. I love that shit. It's my favorite. That's probably my favorite drink, an old fashioned. Bangtan Army. Hi. Dude, Scottish strawberries are expensive here, but I guess they're worth it because more strawberries. Yeah, they are. When I go to like a supermarket, Scottish strawberries are always the best tasting. I don't know what it is. Scottish ones and Spanish ones, I think, as well, are usually pretty good. English strawberries aren't as good for some reason. I don't know why. Why do you believe Australia isn't real? I'm not answering that again. Why are you? I have so many videos explaining this, yet people come in here and talk about it. Or they go into a video that has nothing to do with Australia, and they ask me about Australia or say Australia exists. Can you just keep it to the Australia videos? It just annoys me. It's like, please, just put it in the fucking place. Have you watched Stranger Things? Yes, I have. I think Stranger Things is a fantastic TV show. And the performances especially by the kids, is amazing for the age they are. I mean, very good. Go on a diet or else. Or else what? I don't respond well to threats, boy. Australian beef best though? False. From my understanding, the best beef in the world comes from Scotland, Argentina, and Japan. Those three places. Lucas, if you're my biggest fan, then how come you're not my best patron? How come you haven't seen every single one of my videos and commented on them all? How come you don't like all my Instagram pictures? How come you don't follow me on Twitter? How come you're not in my Discord server? Links to all of the above in the description of this video down below. If a poison expires, does it get more dangerous or doesn't work? You know, I think it doesn't work, but I don't know. It might just change the effect. Maybe instead of getting more dangerous or not working, it just changes what it does. New Zealand, best mutton. Australia, best beef. Scotland, best crayfish. Australia doesn't have the best beef. Best beef in the world, Scotland, Argentina, Japan. Those three places have the best beef in the world. I have heard Australia has good beef. In fact, my dad said that the best steak he ever had was in Australia. But he also hasn't been to Argentina and he hasn't been to Japan, which are supposed to have very, very good beef. And Scotland has very, very good beef if you go to the right places as well. The best steaks I've eaten have undoubtedly come in Scotland. Actually, the best steak I ever ate was in a very good Argentinian steakhouse in Scotland. So there you go. And I eat a lot of steak all over the world. Spanish beef is garbage, though, I can assure you of that. Do you watch Miraculous? I don't know who Miraculous is. Did your mum love you? I mean, I think so. I have a good relationship with her. Rag, can you say Sylvia Kurlinkut Ra Musu Maila Miosa Mukatoya Kuri Maila Musu Physicos Yega. There you go. Takeda, I'm from Scotland. Amaretto sour. Twisted, I love amaretto sours as well. Fantastic. I've been missing any for you. Oh, Lucas, are you like 12-year-old Lucas? That I was just called Lucas the 12-year-old. Is that who you are? Is that who you are? Is that why you're saying 4 years? If so, then I'm happy to see you around again. Join my Discord, link in the description. Japan would be best beef, but the Kobe beef is too expensive here. Do you know who Hannibal Lecter is? Everyone knows who Hannibal Lecter is. Best woman ever. Argentinian beef is fine, but some of them here are rumored to aspire. Oh yeah, I mean, there's always good and bad to everything, but if you're getting actual good Argentinian beef, then it's fantastic. There is always cheap. Oftentimes with things, you pay for what you get. And if you're not paying very much when you go out to like a steakhouse, if you're getting like a fillet and it's only costing you like $20 or £20, it could be okay, but it's not going to be the best thing ever. I mean, if you're getting a good bit of meat, you're going to be paying for it. The best steaks I've eaten have been far more than that. Hi, Will Carson. Scotland beef is bomb's blood. Okay. Do you celebrate Halloween? I mean, people here do. It's not as big of a thing as it is in like America, but people here do. I don't really partake. I mean, I don't dress up or anything. I was thinking about a Halloween video, but I really don't know if I can be bothered. People were telling me to dress up like Post Malone because people have said it looked similar to him, but I don't know. Would you eat your arm? Why would I eat my arm? What reason do I have for that? Hey, Brianna, I am British. Scotland's in Britain, so I'm giving you a British impression right now. Whatever, best chicken is obviously Hainan Island in China with their chicken rice. Well, I mean, I've never tried it, so I don't know. I just know that here I always buy good quality chicken. I'm not Twisted. I'm not a big horror movie fan, actually. Out of all movies, horror movies are actually probably my least favorite genre. I'll watch pretty much any movie, though. But yeah, horror movies, I'm not too big on them. It's a Malaysian Singaporean staple to have chicken rice. I don't know what chicken rice is. Is it like rice made of chicken? I don't. Margaret Margaret einem Gert right Mesgi alcohol ikai. Okay. I saw the original It, but I haven't seen the new It. And if I say the reasons, I'm going to be very mean. Be very mean. I like it when people are very mean. Please be mean. Try your best. Why are you spamming? Oh, this mic is a blue snowball. I actually need to get a better mic for my camera. You know, with my videos, my camera's okay. Although I should probably get a video camera rather than just my DSLR. Hey, there's not way too many people in it, Lucas. Not way too many. But yeah, I should get a new mic for my camera. That's my issue. The camera's okay and it works and it's good quality, but I should really have an external microphone because I do get a lot of background noise in videos, and I should really invest in a good lighting setup because I often have bad lighting in videos as well. Those are the two things I should really work on. Because my editing's fine. I can edit when I need to, and got the software. I've got a camera that works perfectly fine. But yeah, lighting and a new microphone is probably the two things I need to get. Can I smile? I'm not really a smiley person. It looks odd when I smile. Here you go. That's the best I can do. My favorite poem? Oh God. Oh, I can't think of any off the top of my head, honestly. There was a poem I wrote an essay on when I was in school, and it's the only thing that I can actually think of right now, and it was called Shooting Stars. It was about the Holocaust. And I wrote an essay on it, and that's how I passed English writing an essay on that poem. But that's the only thing I can get in my mind right now. So I really don't know what else to say. What's my camera? It's Canon EOS 500D. Can't remember. Maybe a 550D, one of the two. My mic is new, but sounds like garbage. Can you help me? Your settings could be off, or it could just be a garbage mic. I mean, I don't know what your mic is. Bit hard to help when you're not with a person. My classmates are real. I don't get drunk. Shut up, real ASL 25. No one cares about you. Go sit in the corner like the dunce that you are. You're a legend. Thanks, Orange Arcade. I thought you said porn. What were you talking about porn? Where did that come from? Age 6 location. I'm 21. I'm a male. And I'm from Scotland. There you go. Oh, a Blue Yeti. That's a good mic. Yeah, it's probably your settings then because it's not a bad mic. So unless it's maybe faulty, I don't know. Raggar gay. What? Raggar gay. Raggar gay. Is that like a? I don't know. Chicken rice is like chicken with a slight touch of oil and butter and ginger rice with generic soup. But the simplicity of the meal is what matters to me. Raisins do suck. I agree. I like simple meals as well, for the most part. My favorite porn category. Let's not get into that. That's not a place. This is not a place for that. This is a family-friendly show. This is a family-friendly YouTube channel, and I'm here to spout the truth. I'm not going to get into my porn tastes here. That's something for the not safe for work session of my Discord or something. That's not something for here. Do you believe that God didn't have sex with Mary to make Jesus? Well, God wasn't actually a person on the earth, was he? He was like an omnipotent being. So obviously he didn't have sex with anyone to make Jesus. So really, if anything, it's probably more like a foster dad or something. Show us your hentai collection. Religion, not a good idea. Religion is trash. Raisins are just grapes crushed to reduce file size. They're like MP3. Hey, don't you compare raisins to grapes. Grapes are fantastic and raisins are garbage. Don't you compare those things. I was going to stop this 25 minutes ago, but you people got me ranting about things. I'm glad you feel that way, Lucas. I'm glad you feel that way. I haven't heard from you in a while. I just hit 3K today, Lucas. Very happy. You're right, Orange Arcade. And I have a lot of those haters. And they are idiots. All of them are dum-dums. Oh, discussing religion's not a good idea. I don't care. I'll discuss anything. Bring on the backlash. I've had so much hate in the last year. It would make most people leave the internet. I mean, seriously, the amount of hate in relation to the amount of likes, like in the amount of positivity, there's been so much more hate. It would make most people disable their comments, delete their channel, and never do anything again. I mean, but I love it. I embrace it, and I want more of it. So please keep leaving your horrible comments. I'm a mean guy, Bangton Army. I'm a very mean guy. I'm a bad guy. As detailed in my latest book, my second published book, Medium Rare, A Guide to Fine Dining and Perfect Timing. Congrats on 3K. What's the next move? I mean, just over a month ago, Lucas, I was at 1.3K. I've over doubled in the last month, and I'm just growing quite fast at the moment. So I'm very happy about that. Next move, I don't know. I'm going to start writing my third book very shortly. I did have a few novels planned, which I'm going to still try out, but I'm not sure yet. I'm going to try a entire non-fiction book next, but I'll just keep working on novels as well. But that's really the thing I'm thinking about at the minute. But other than that, I don't know. I'm just going to keep making videos and see what happens. Mystery Sounds, did I watch your video? If I left a comment on your video, it means I watched your video about me. If you've only uploaded it recently, I will see it eventually. But I'm not necessarily going to just make a video reacting to your video. There's too many of them to do it with. I don't get it either, Twisted. I mean, people are idiots, and that's why they hate. They hate me because they don't get it. Tell us the shooting stars. I don't remember the poem, Margaret, unfortunately. You would have to look it up. I don't even remember the woman who... I know it was a woman who wrote the poem, but it was about, like, the Holocaust or something. What are those bottles at the back? What bottles? Oh, those are my girlfriends. I don't know what they are. There's, like, body wash. I don't know. Can you say your intro? You don't know? You damn well should know. My name is ragreynolds. There you go. Did you know Australia is real? False. No comment. I think you're hilarious. Glad to hear it. I don't get why people hate you. Who could hate Rag? I'm a great guy, Orange Arcade. People should love me. I'm a lovable guy. Just because I say Australia isn't real, that doesn't mean people have to hate me. Are you actually serious with everything, though? What do you think? You have a girlfriend, don't you? Can you say Semkuti Seep Muldk Zemogus Ura? That's the hardest one yet, Krosif. What are you trying to accomplish? People are going to be like taking clips of these different phrases I'm saying and make me into some sort of horrible person. I don't know. I mean, I'm already pretty horrible. I've said a lot of bad things, but I have no idea what you're asking me to say. But I don't care. I need to drink away all the niceness, Air Asia. So I'm not real because Australia was where I was born. What was the was born? Why does it have to be in capitals? I don't understand. Cringe Master Gaming. Did you make a video on me? You sound familiar. I don't think so, but this character is Guinness. I think you meant to say genius. I'm not a character. I have 2 published books. Thank you very much. My channel spans many years. I just came here. Good job. I'm glad you found your way here. You're ugly. Lovely. Many did die, Orange Arcade. I used to fight. Question: do you believe in pansexual people and cyberbullying? No and no. I have videos on both just explaining why. So go watch those. Can you say, Reynolds is the best? There you go. I said it. Can you say, Nzinkon as Dirbusu Savo? Oh, that was not a good one. Savo gainimu nes as Mailiu elentieti mildik. What is this language? Would you rather eat 16 Big Macs or 50 nuggets? I feel like 50 nuggets is easier, so I'm going to go with that. The bread from the Big Macs would be horrible for my ass, and I had a hemorrhoid problem last week, so I'm going to go with the nuggets. Oh yeah, also Australia is kind of like Europeans. Were young, had funky accents, lived near death, and prefer Asian music instead of Western music. Okay. You're probably my favorite YouTuber now. Glad to hear it. I need to stop drinking this. Okay, that's enough. I'm not pouring anymore. Finish it on Sunday or something. Okay. This is the last one I'm saying, Crows of Stalin. Sia slowly ka divikoyo Snape Vapu Gyrus ear Dal Bajulian Blyat. I'm guessing that's something I don't know. Drinks on live. Well, okay. What do you mean? Why do I drink so much? I've just been drinking this stream. I'm not trying to persuade you. You will go to heaven, by the way, if you ever die. I'm just saying it's a weird ass place. This is it's a Lefroy Islay single malt Scotch whiskey. One of my favorite whiskies. Can you say konnichiwa watashonimiha ragreynolds to watashi wa sekushina otoketesu? Lovely. Okay, I'm going to keep this going till 10 past, so 7 more minutes, and then I'm going to end it. So if anyone else has other questions for me, please leave them. What happened to Alakazam and who's still around? Well, I shut down my forums, Lucas, at the beginning of this year. But Alakazam, he doesn't make videos anymore. He gave up. He was in here earlier, though. He was in here earlier. Who's still around? I mean, I don't know. I mean, it depends what you mean by that. I mean, there's people on Facebook, there's people on Discord. You just gotta find where you want to be. Down the entire beer. I don't drink beer. Should we discriminate furries? Sure, why not? Are you good at tongue twisters? Probably not right now because I've been drinking, but I guess. What's your fave emoji? I love the weary emoji. You know, the one that's like, I love that one. I use that all the time. Rum is a better drop. Australia is real, you fuckface. Nice. Do you believe in the Cookie Monster? I wish the Cookie Monster was real. I mean, well, he is kind of real. I mean, he's a character. Fictional character. Are you Voldemort? No, I have a nose. Corrosive style, and I said I'm not saying any more of those. I'm not saying any more of the can you says, okay? I've stopped now. Am I a fuckface wanker? Please define fuckface wanker. How many money you get from YouTube? Not that much. I've made from AdSense, I've made £160 or something total, which isn't very much from AdSense. But made quite a lot from Patreon. I have a couple of patrons on there. I've got a guy who gives me $50 every month and has for almost a year now. Got another one who gives me a couple of dollars. I've had a few other people who have come on and off. I've got another one or two people who donate via PayPal every month. I get merchandise sales, which isn't too much. I've sold just under 60 total sales in the last year. Well, in this year for my store, which I set up this year. It's not that many, but it's still a bit of income. And I've got book sales as well, which I get. So it's all little bits and pieces, not a lot, but obviously these are things you get more of as you grow. Any ragreynolds haters should get the electric chair. No, because then I would have less attention. My videos would get less views. I don't want them to get the electric chair. Calamari is pretty good. Can you say follow me back? I said I wasn't going to say any more of those. Are you a feminist? I would not describe myself as a feminist, no. You're going to get pissed from all the alcohol. No, I'm just getting a little bit heavy-eyed. Why am I a lesbian? I'm not a lesbian. Who else knows that Australia is real? No one. What do you do if the haters dab back? Piss on their graves. Fuck shit, dick. Well, you like to say Australia isn't real for starters. Who cares if I say Australia isn't real? Why do you care? If someone says Scotland isn't real, I don't care because I'm not a little bitch. The haters don't matter, though. I do because I live there. You get a lot of pussy. My favorite animal? I like penguins. A penguin is my favorite animal. There you go. Every time I drink, you take a screenshot. Please send me those. Please put them on Twitter or something, or make a compilation video. I'd love to see that. I have no questions and I'm fishing bored. I'm about to end the stream in 3 minutes, Cringe Master Gaming, so feel free to stick around until then. Can you show how you piss? I'm not going to do that. 40 screenshots? Oh, Lord. 41! You need to make a Twitter account or an Instagram account, just ragreynolds drinking, and just every single picture you've got of me drinking, you just post it to them. So you just anytime I stream and I'm drinking, picture. I've got a few videos where I'm drinking as well. You just pictures on there. I'm not going anywhere, Lucas. I don't drink in the house before I leave to go somewhere. I either drink in the house or I drink out of the house. I don't do both. But I'm not going anywhere. It's just after 10 p.m. I'm going to finish drinking this. Got a couple of things on Twitter to check up on, other social media to check up on. And then I'm going to spend the rest of the night playing Red Dead Redemption 2. No, not after the stream we can't, Orange Arcade. Claire Smeaton, stop spamming I'm Australian, or I will block you from the chat. I don't care what you say, I don't care if you even send me death threats, but I will not tolerate spam. I will check my Instagram DMs, I do. I'm about to end this in a minute, so everyone, please check out all the links in the description of this live stream. I have my shirt store there, my Patreon, I have my Discord there, I have Instagram, I have my TikTok. Lots of different things. I just made a TikTok today as well, so please check all of those things out. This has been fun. I'm considering maybe streaming tomorrow. I will have a video out tomorrow anyway, so stay tuned for that one. But we'll see, maybe I'll stream Sunday or something. I don't know. I'll stream another time soon. I'll try my best. Until next time, You are all welcome, society.